EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports first dabbled in cricket games in the mid-90s, launching titles like Cricket 96 and Cricket 97, which introduced the fundamentals of a cricket video game experience. While these games were basic by today's standards, with pixelated graphics, simple animations, and minimal player control, they represented an important first step. Fans were excited to see cricket getting the attention that EA was already giving to other sports like football and basketball. EA quickly learned that cricket games require a unique approach compared to its other sports titles. To make the game realistic, they began to integrate actual player stats, team strategies, and pitch dynamics, small touches that made each game feel more authentic. By Cricket 99, EA had made strides in graphics and gameplay mechanics, which began to pull more fans into the series. With Cricket 2002, EA took a big step toward creating a recognizable franchise. For the first time, players could experience a game that blended more refined visuals with real-world rosters. EA's ability to secure licenses meant that players could see real names on their screens, a feature that was a big deal in an era where many games could only afford generic teams. By Cricket 2004 and Cricket 2005, the gameplay had seen significant improvements. EA included more realistic pitch conditions, detailed weather dynamics, and the unique feel of different cricket grounds. Fans loved this attention to detail, and the game's difficulty made it popular among players who craved a true-to-life cricket experience. However, some critics pointed out issues with player control and bugs which EA would attempt to address in the later version. Released in 2006, Cricket 07 is still seen as the high point of the franchise. EA refined the controls, introduced the Century Stick, a more flexible shot control system, and improved the fielding and bowling mechanics. With enhanced customization options, players could adjust lineups, change player stats, and tweak various aspects to get a more personal gaming experience. Cricket 07 was not just a game for many fans, it was the definitive cricket simulator. Cricket 07 introduced more tournament options and even domestic cricket leagues. This variety kept players engaged far longer as they could replay iconic tournaments or explore league play. Though it was not perfect, the AI could still act up and some player animations looked a bit stiff, it managed to capture the essence of cricket, which no other game had done as successfully before. Even now, years after its release, Cricket 07 has a strong fan base. The game's community keeps it alive with updated rosters, improved player graphics, and even new tournament formats. Some have created modern players, teams, and stadiums into Cricket 07, proving its lasting appeal. One of EA's major challenges was cricket's limited popularity compared to sports like soccer or American football. Although the game was hugely popular in countries like India, Australia, and England, the market size was not large enough to match EA's investment in the more profitable FIFA or Madden series. This made it hard for EA to justify continued development. Securing player likeness rights and team licenses became an expensive task, especially as the BCCI and other major cricket boards increased their demands. These licensing issues impacted EA's ability to use the likenesses of star players like Sachin Tendulkar, making the games feel incomplete. Without big-name players, the game lost some appeal, particularly in the massive Indian market, which EA relied on heavily for success. EA faced another issue: piracy. Especially in countries where cricket was most popular, pirated copies of EA cricket games hurt official sales, further decreasing profitability. This problem, along with lower global demand, contributed to EA's reluctance to continue investing in cricket games. By the late 2000s, EA Sports had grown significantly, with games like FIFA and Madden becoming multi-billion-dollar franchises. With so much money coming from these series, EA shifted its resources and focus toward them as they had a wider audience and more reliable revenue. Cricket 07 was popular, but it did not compare to the global fan base of FIFA, making it hard to justify spending on updates and improvements. After Cricket 07, EA officially stopped producing cricket games. This left a noticeable void in the market, as no other publisher had the reach or resources that EA could bring to a cricket game. EA stated that cricket simply did not align with their larger business goals, which was a tough reality for fans who had grown up with the series. The Cricket 07 community remains active to this day, with players keeping the game alive. Fans fondly remember its gameplay style, classic features, and the experience of playing as their favorite teams. The community's dedication reflects the game's quality and its role in shaping the genre of cricket video games. Other developers like Big Ant Studios saw the gap EA left and began creating their own cricket titles. Games like Cricket 19, Cricket 22, and even Cricket 24 may not have the same licensing reach as EA's cricket games, but they have taken up the mantle and tried to provide fans with an authentic cricket experience. As EA continues to grow its gaming empire, there's still a chance that they might revisit the cricket series. However, they have made no concrete announcements, and with the growth of games like FIFA and Madden, EA seems content focusing on other titles. For now, fans can only look back at EA Sports Cricket series as a part of gaming history. To wrap it all up, the EA Sports Cricket games have left a lasting legacy. From their early days of pioneering realistic cricket gaming to the gradual decline of their franchise, EA showed us both the highs and lows of sports gaming. Although it's been years since they have released a new cricket game, fans still talk about EA Cricket 07, debate its impact and relive its nostalgia. But as the gaming world has evolved, so have player expectations. EA's legacy set a foundation that today's games are still measured against, and it set the stage for newer titles to push the limits even further. While we might never see another EA Sports Cricket game, the journey of this series is a reminder of how much potential the sports has in gaming. It's also a call for future cricket game developers to innovate, build on what EA started, and give fans the complete immersive experience they have been waiting for. Thanks for watching, and if you have enjoyed this deep dive into EA's cricket journey, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Is it time for EA to make a comeback in cricket gaming, or are we better off with a new wave of cricket titles?